You've caused me and my boys a great deal of trouble, Mr. Spade. I don't take kindly to that. In fact, it makes me extremely annoyed. You wouldn't like me when I'm annoyed.
I didn't like you very much before, so no big deal.
Laugh while you can, Mr. Spade. We'll see how much laughing you can do when your lungs are filled with quickset cement.
Well, I have been told that my breath could kill a stone.
You'll never get away with this, you monster!
Miss Trope, could you possibly leave the movie stereotypes to the professionals? Look, Fitzhugh, I know what I've done, but what's your beef with the lady? You can't give her a concrete overcoat and ask for ransom.
I don't need her daddy's money. I just think she's irritating.
Fair enough.
Now hand over the diamond, Spade, or you'll soon be a perch for the pigeons in the park.
You mean this whole thing? Take it.
You idiot! Why did you do that?
Why so upset? It's not the real diamond.
What?
Honestly, Reese, if you were a multi-billionaire and had a daughter like Miss Movie Star here, would you let her put a priceless gem on her cat's collar?
Hey!
Sorry, Toots. I tells it like it is.
Why you... Minions! Throw them in the... Ah! No! Get away from that! You stupid... No!
Ordinarily, I'd find the prospect of being saved from certain death by an arrogant Moggy to be a bit embarrassing. But under the circumstances, Miss Trope, I think I can live with it. Live being the operative word. Thanks, Cat.
This is your fault, Mr. K. If you'd let me give the orders today.
Shut up, Mr. G.
But no, you had to be the one in charge.
Mr. K is getting angry, Mr. G.
Mr. G cannot give orders to Mr. K, is it? Jerk.
Sissy man.
Liver for brains.
Twerp.
Will you two just shut up?
Another job well done, another few simoleons in my pocket, and a new suit in my closet. Assuming that Zoe Trope's accountant didn't have a more discerning eye for fraudulent expenses than she did. Not bad for a day's work, I'd say. Though the next time some broad with more money than brains came through my door, I might have to run for the hills. And that's my cue. Miss Trope. I wasn't, expecting to see you again so soon.
I just wanted to thank you, Mr. Spade. You saved my poor little baby from those horrible men.
It was nothing. Really.
But the way you took on those minions.
The least I could have done. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got...
And talking back to that villain so calmly.
Say no more about it, Miss Trope. Now, I really must be getting back.
But there's just one thing I don't understand. How did you know the diamond was a fake?
What?
I told Daddy the whole story. And he said he had a paste replica made when I wanted to make the diamond into a color charm. He was afraid that something like this would happen. But Mr. Spade, how did you know?
Oh, well, keen insight, process of deduction. Trade secrets, you understand.
Oh, of course. Well, Mr. Spade, would you like to come for dinner so my father and I can thank you properly?
It's very kind of you, ma'am, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. The private detective's work is never done, and all that.
Oh, well, in that case... Here, you can probably take care of her better than I can.
Miss Trope, I can't take your cat.
Oh, but you must, Mr. Spade. I think she's taken a liking to you. Here, Casilda, meet your new daddy.
Look, I really can't.
Thank you, Mr. Spade, for everything.
I don't suppose there's any chance you'll run after her if I leave the door open. Thought not. Oh well.
Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault.
Reese, darling, you have gotten yourself into a pickle this time, haven't you? Carelessness who becomes you.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll hear from the boss later. Now you get me out of here?
I don't know about that, Reese, darling. I'm inclined to let you sit there and rot for a few years. Maybe it'll teach you a lesson or two.
Oh, hun, I was only doing it for you.
I'm quite aware of that, Reese. The boss is most displeased with you for taking such initiative.
But
he wasn't planning on expanding into the city for another 3 months. And because of your blunder, the entire project has been shelved indefinitely. Yes, Reese, you have a lot to answer for. You know, you might just be safer in that cell.
And here I thought you'd like the fact that I was thinking of you, Jules. Don't you always say that diamonds are a girl's best friend?
Only the real ones, darling.
It's funny, you know. I really didn't know that the diamond was fake. Lucked out there. I just figured that Zoe's dad probably had better resources for getting the thing out of the concrete than Reese did. Alright, keep your fur on. In the movies, the hero always gets the girl. Me, I get a cat. There's no poetry in the world anymore. Maybe I need a vacation.
There's a time and a place for the thrill of the chase. There's a place and a time, a case to solve a crime. You've stumbled into things, bird hooks and diamond rings. You're lost, don't you see, in a mystery. Don't know where to go, so just go with the flow. Have no clue what to do or who to turn to. Your brain's getting addled up a creek without a paddle. There's no time but to find rhyme or reason in your mind. Chance is your master, but death will find you faster. There's no end you can see to this mystery. Hide and seek, don't be meek, can't be weak, gotta sneak. There's the hook, got to look for the crook in a nook. You're tied up in knots with contrary thoughts, got to clear out the dust. Fear, uncertainty, and lust. You can't keep on running. If you do, they'll come gunning. And this will always be just a mystery. There's no plan, though he ran. Find your man if you can. On the trail, don't you bail. Keep his tail, you can't fail. You can't take a break, there's too much at stake. Your life's on the line, stress building all the time. There is no way out, but what you bring about. You've got to find the key to this mystery. If you can't solve the case, you'll fall into disgrace. Forever lost you'll be in the mystery.
Ever